Are you?
I'm doing well. We're excited for you to come to Chicago. You got two shows, one sold out, one close to selling out, which is super
Yes,
exciting.
it's going to be a good time. I'm very excited for it. Chicago has always been a really good town for us, and great pizza as well. So it's kind of
That
our it's our tradition to stop in Chicago every time we come to the States. We fly into Chicago, pick up the RV, and then we hit the road. But we got to go to Lou Malnati's first and get a slice. So
I was
that's
gonna
the
say,
game
which place
plan.
do you go? Lou Malnati's is your spot, huh? I like it.
That's her spot. That's where you can find us at the start of a tour. Pro-
You're like, yeah,
Probably.
if you don't see me rehearsing, I'll be stuffing my face with deep dish.
Pretty much. We'll be in Lou Malnati's for sure.
I love that. Well, thanks for coming on air today. We're super happy to have you.
Thank you for having me. This is great. I'm loving your record collection behind there as well. That's awesome.
It
That's
surrounds
of
me like 20,000 records altogether.
we're gonna have to bring you a record into the station so we can
Oh,
add to that.
I
That
would
is the
love
biggest
that.
wall of records I've seen. Oh, we'll bring you one in. Don't worry about that. Oh yeah, that's
Okay, we
amazing.
gotta add you. We gotta add your records here because yeah, what I'm hearing is super funky, super fun. I've heard great things from Martyrs about you guys, and I wanted to get you on and just pick your brain about why you do what you do, where the funk comes from.
Where the funk comes from. I think for us is like so Calvin and I, the drummer, we're really into like heavy metal and like we have Calvin's in a lot of like old school rap stuff and a lot of modern rap. And then I'm into like, your 90s and 2000 like hip hop kind of stuff. I'm into like jazz, funk, flamenco, any like pretty much anything. And then Ollie, our bass player, he loves some classic rock. He's got some jazz fusion. He comes from like a reggae, ska kind of vibe as well. And then we've just kind of blended all of that together. And we were like, how about we just make funk music, but like faster? And then we also have like a lot of like they're borderline like it's not classic rock, it's like new rock, but it's just fast. And I think that like we've kind of found this blend between like funk and rock, and then there's some heavy stuff in there as well. But then we've also got like some soft songs. Well, I say soft songs. We got like one soft song, but we got a couple more coming.
I
So
love it.
I grew up around a lot of like disco and funk though. That for me, that's kind of where a lot of that came from. I'm a big disco head. Massive. If I walk in a place and they're playing disco, I'm having a good time. So,
I love it. I love it. So you grew up, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Edinburgh in Scotland. That's where I'm from. I still live there now. I'm not home all that much, but but I do love it. It's given me a greater appreciation of Edinburgh by being away touring so much. It's nice when I go back. I think I enjoy Edinburgh a lot more and kind of appreciate the city because I'm never home. So I get home and it's cold here. It's cold in Edinburgh though, but at least there's sun here. That's the biggest difference.
Oh, okay, cool. There's not
In
much
the
sun by
US,
you?
no, there's not much sun in the winter. Like gets a lot colder here, but at least there's sun during the day. Like it could be freezing here and the sun will still be out. Back home, we just don't get much sun. But Edinburgh's great in summertime. It's wicked. If you Edinburgh on a nice hot summer's day, which is like freezing for you guys, but it's it's warm for us. Um,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. We do enjoy it. Edinburgh's fun. Like it's a great place to play as well. I think we're very happy to be from Scotland. All our bass players from England, but he's an honorary Scot. He's lived in Scotland now for 13 years. And then Calvin is from like 40 minutes north of Edinburgh, but lives in Edinburgh. So we're all based in Edinburgh, which is pretty cool. So it's nice when we
That
go home. We're not far from each other.
that's great. So it's a three piece, it's a trio, yeah?
Yeah, just three of us. Yeah.
I love a good power trio. Always down for that.
Trio's where it's at. Trio's where it's at. We have tried with like five or six, and then we were like, nah, three pieces where it's at. Just, the triangle is the strongest object.
It is, it is. And I mean, I feel like you get a lot of sound. A lot of people see like or hear your music, and I'm sure they think it's more than that. And then you go see you guys and you
Yeah,
just throw it down.
a guy the other night, he just like discovered our music. He'd started listening to us he started streaming our stuff. And he showed up to the gig and he was like, I refuse to believe it's just three of you. I refuse. I'm like, no, it's just three. It's just three of us. Like,
Yeah, there's like
I was like,
little,
what do you? Yeah, what do you? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, it just doesn't. He's like, it just doesn't sound like there's three people. Like, it just doesn't. He's like, it
yeah,
makes no sense. I'm like, well, we go pretty hard. We go pretty hard at the shows. I think we get very excited for every show. And we're really excited to come back and do two shows in Chicago, which is
two
nuts.
shows. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
double a show. Chicago was the second show of the tour to sell out as well. No, I tell a lie, but the first show of the tour to sell out was Chicago.
Really, really,
And then
that
that's
first
why we
show
were
that,
like, yeah, yeah. So the early show was the first one to sell out on the tour. So we're very excited to play. And the second one is close. There's only like a couple of tickets left. So
that's
it's
what I
it's gonna
heard.
be crazy. I love a good double show. We done that in New York and it was crazy. Like it was really strange. Like I was like, oh, am I gonna be tired? And then I took a shot of black coffee. I think it had been in the machine since like 8 a.m. We don't need to talk about that. And I was like, we're good. We're good. And then we just went and done another one. If anything, I think I had more energy for the second show because I was already warmed up. I was like, we're good to go. We're cooking. So yeah, the late shows are always fun. This one's I'm not excited though for the drive to Flagstaff, Arizona after the
Ooh,
show.
no way.
We've
You're
got to
driving straight from Chicago to Flagstaff?
Yeah, yeah, and then we're doing a West Coast run, and then but
Nice.
we've got like 3 days to do the drive. We're gonna try and stop at the Grand Canyon and stuff, and chill out
Sweet.
for a minute. Maybe
Have a
catch a hot
moment.
spring somewhere. Yeah, yeah. I've got four cigars in the RV for me, Calvin, and Ollie, and our driver Jack. So we're gonna stand there as the sun goes down and have a little cigar to celebrate.
Absolutely. It'll be well deserved. I'll tell you what. That's great. So you have an RV. I can kind of see where you're at. We're on everybody with, there he goes, with Harry from High Fade. Nice. That's good. That's good driving. I like that. It's comfortable, it looks like.
You know what? It's actually pretty comfy. The RV lifestyle is actually being great. Like, I have no complaints. We can't have any like running water or anything in it because it's so
Uh,
cold. But like, it's fine. We have a Planet Fitness membership. We pull up there every day, get a
nice.
shower, get a little pump going,
I was gonna say they
and then
got
we
the
go and smash
massage
a show.
beds. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
you a
those massage beds are a
massage.
great time. Pretty
Yes.
much. So we all just pull up at the Planet Fitness,
Three
looking
sweaty,
pretty
four
rough.
sweaty dudes ready to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we shower, please? We just killed two
Donnie,
shows.
you should see like us pre-Planet Fitness and post-Planet Fitness is so funny.
You should
We
be an
go in there,
advertisement for them.
we go in there looking rough, and we come out looking fly. It's so funny. Everyone's getting changed and stuff. I usually put on like my gig outfit as soon as I'm leaving the Planet Fitness, so I'm just ready for the day. It's kind of funny.
I love
Um,
that. What's your gig
this
outfit look like usually?
we've been wearing kilts this whole tour, and just like either weird tops that we've been able to find or nothing pretty much. It's just been kilts.
Nice.
Kilt's best weird tops and Calvin's usually just rocking just the kilt to be fair. So it looks
Yeah,
good.
nice.
Um gotta it's funny. Our last tour we didn't wear the kilts and we didn't sell out that many shows, but this time we started wearing the kilts, showing some leg, and we've been selling out a bunch of them. So
That's amazing.
So
Whatever
I'm gonna
works.
let the American people decide on that one. If they want the kills to stay, they can keep doing what they're doing. So
100%. I think that's not a bad idea. And I mean, whenever you show a little leg, that helps a little bit. And it's like, you got to do what works. So,
you got to you all seen Van Halen back in the day, so and they were rocking it. So
yeah.
we're just trying to bring our own little Scottish sexiness to the show.
Yeah. See, we don't get a lot of Scottish sexiness here, especially, just on a Saturday night and on the north side. So,
And we only wore the kilts for this tour. We've never worn the kilts for any other tour, just this
oh,
one. So we might keep
interesting.
it, but America is getting the kilt debut, so it's pretty good.
I love it. I got to ask, as a male, it's got to feel good to have it all open down
You
there.
know what? Before we done this tour, I was a bit apprehensive, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, and then I wore it for the first show, and I was like, "Damn, this is so much better."
They have
I was like,
airflow.
this is good. I was like, I can just move so freely. I love jumping
Yes.
around on the stages. I can do what I want. I mean, it's a good time. We got
Th-
to thank Calvin for that. It was his idea. So,
Nice.
we were kind of like, oh, how are we all going to wear like, are we going to have some degree of matching outfit for this tour? And then Calvin was like, we should wear kilts. So I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. So like 3 days before we got on the flight to Chicago, I was like in the kilt shop being like, I need at least two kilts. And I usually wear all black. So I was like, I need two black kilts. I got like two utility kilts. It's been great.
Nice.
I love
Utility
having
kilts.
pockets. I've only lost one thing on this tour. One thing. I'm gonna touch wood. Touch wood. I've only lost one item, and it's because I left it on a bathroom like sink in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I had food poisoning at the time, so I was kind of all over
Oh,
the shop. It wasn't good. It was
yeah.
not
That'll make you forget stuff.
Yeah, I was like, mid drum solo, Calvin was saving me. He's doing an extended drum solo at the shows, and I'm like, right, I'm gonna go and cough some stuff up. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Let me
It,
just
it,
real
it was
quick.
it was rock and roll. Some guy was in the bathroom and he was like, "That's some rock and roll over there." You know, he's like, you just walk back on the stage like nothing happened. Calvin had the same the other day as well. We put a
Oof.
microphone. We were going to put a microphone on the sick bucket and everything. It was great.
Oh man, that's avant-garde,
Uh,
man. You
yeah.
gotta
You just sometimes you just gotta rock it out. And enough of the crude stuff though. To be fair, the rest of the tour has been great, but 3 out of 4 of us have been struck down by some
oof.
sort of sickness or illness, and we're still rocking. So
I
it's all
love it.
good.
That's part of the rock and roll lifestyle is being able to, first of all, wear cool outfits to make people come out, and then second of all, throw it all up and get back out there. I love
Pretty
it.
much, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. While I was wearing the kilt, I was like, I'm kind of glad I'm wearing a kilt right now. Like,
Easier to maneuver. I love it. So you said
hell, but yeah.
you only lost one thing because you had those pockets, and then you touch. What did you say? Touch wood, and you touched your
I
head. Tell
said
me.
touch wood because there's currently no wood in this RV. It's all
Oh,
plastic.
so
So
you
that's maybe
touched
like a
your head.
Scottish thing. So you just touch your head instead. If there's no
We
wood available in your vicinity, you just kind of give yourself a little tap on the head, and you're like,
I love that. We do say knock on wood, but I never thought of knocking on my own head. I like that.
just there.
It's
We're on the
pretty, there's a
noggin.
lot of wood. Yeah, exactly. So when did you guys form? When did this band start?
So I started the band 7 years ago, and then Ollie joined me about 2 years into that, and then Calvin joined 3 years ago. So there's been a lot of lineups of the band, but
Cool.
this has been the most consistent lineup for about 3 years now, and then it's really just kind of exploded the last like 2 years, I would say. It kind of like I'd say the last year has definitely been like insane, but like about 2 years ago, things started to pick up. We were coming to the States for the first time. None of us had ever been to the States before, not even our driver. So we were just like,
Not at all. Wow.
so we showed up, and I was like, damn, I don't even know where I can buy toothpaste right now. It was a very yeah, it was a
Yeah.
very steep learning curve figuring out that like stores are very different here. Back home, we just have like one big store, and it kind of sells all the stuff you need. Whereas here,
Yeah.
things are like split up. You got like CVS, you got Walmart, you got Walgreens, you got it's all very different. If you're looking for like a specific item, you need to go to like a different store for that. Whereas back home, we don't have much variety, but like at least the stuff that you need is in one place usually. You can find a big enough store and it is there. But yeah, other than that, though, it was good. I mean, like the first tour I ended up in the hospital before it even started. So like, we've had a great time in the States. It's been a very like it's always been worth the struggle. Now it seems like we've kind of through the worst of it. But
Yeah.
yeah, getting the visas the first time was like the hardest part as well. Just trying to get over here. It's very expensive for us to travel over and to get the right documents and stuff like that. So we appreciate all the love that the American people are showing us right now. We're having such a good time. Like I cannot
Good.
tell you. I know my face probably doesn't show that because of the way it looks right now,
Looks great.
but trust me, we're having we're having a good time.
I have nothing to compare it to. You look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You look great.
I've been getting some sun out here. That's what it is.
I
We
can
don't get,
see it.
as I
Yeah.
said, we don't get much. I'm looking a little bit tanned, and
You
that's just
are.
I got sun for 5 minutes, and I'm like, damn, I'm golden brown.
Right, because out where you're from, there's no sun for 6 months or whatever, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
summer is on a Tuesday usually in Scotland.
No,
So,
one day a year. Oh man. Well, we played "Life's Too Fast," which was that title track from that record. That's your latest record, "Life's Too Fast."
that is our first ever album. So
First
it's
ever.
our debut album, yeah.
Yes.
Which is pretty crazy to think about. It's great to have an album out. We're really happy with it. We're glad that, it feels strange saying it, but like all the fans really like it. Showing up to shows and people are screaming it back to us, and we're like, damn, okay. All right, and
Great
it's good.
feeling.
I feel like for a debut record, it really shows like all the kind of stuff that we do. It doesn't just sound rock. It doesn't just sound funk. It's got a bunch of different stuff on there, and that's really cool for us because we recorded that in like 8 days in a Rec Studios in London
Wow.
on the same desk that the Stones used to record on.
No way.
Still had the cigarette burns in the desk.
That's
And only
amazing.
only like half of it worked as well. And we made
Made do.
the best made the we were like, cool man, they're 18 out of 32 channels work. Sick. Like
That's
we were
great.
good.
Let's use those. All of them.
That was the moment of like, I'm glad there's only three of us.
Yeah. Because we can utilize those. If we needed
I'm
more,
like,
I don't know.
yeah, I think we actually ended up with like three spare channels. Our guy Graham back home is like, there we go, whole album, 15 tracks, let's go. I'm like, it was a good
It's
time.
amazing.
So,
I love it.
but we
That's
had so much fun making that record. We were playing shows at night and then like hitting the studio at like 10 a.m. And it was
wow.
just kind of fun, like just kind of funny, like gigging the night before, and then you're showing up to the studio like dying, and you're like, "No one speak to me until I've had my coffee." Like,
Yeah.
it was that kind of vibe. And then we'd go in the room and just rip it for hours and be like, "All right, we're gonna do this until it was all recorded live." So if it sucked, we were like, "Just do it again." Or Graham
Yeah.
would be like, "That sucked, guys. Do it again." Like,
Yeah. Please do it again.
yeah,
Ah,
those.
cool.
He's like, "Do I even want to listen to this song anymore?"
I'm sure it gets a little monotonous after a while. You're like, all right, we did
Yeah,
it. We did it.
it's great though. Like we cut everything in like 2 days, and then we went back
That's
in and we were like, "Nah,
yeah.
we're just gonna recut the whole thing again, just because we can."
Because we can't now we miss it. Yeah. Now we want to just do
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. And then it was funny. Like the third day was like where we got pretty much all the stuff we needed, and we were just banging it out one after the other. We're like, "All right, cool, okay." Oh,
Nice.
yeah, Life's Too Fast means a lot to us. I think it kind of represents like the progression we've had as well. Like I think we're very grateful the American people changed their lives. Like they genuinely did. I'm not even saying that. Like coming to America for us the first time really like changed a lot of stuff for us back home. It got a lot of people in Europe interested, a lot of people in the UK. I feel like we got taken more seriously back home, like as a band once we came and toured the States. Even the first time, and then doing the second time, and then now. Like I think we've sold out 23 out of 37 headline shows so far, which is nuts.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Which is insane. We're like,
That's
yo,
insane.
what's going on? Like we honestly we're showing up every night. We're just buzzed to be there. I don't even care if it's sold out or not. I'm just like, damn, people are here. This is
Yeah.
great.
People somehow found
And
out about us, and this is a great
yeah,
feeling. Yeah.
yeah, and we're meeting some really cool people as well, and then we met some amazing musicians. All the support bands have been wicked as well.
Hmm.
Honestly, all the support bands have been like a little bit too good. They had me sweating before every show. I was like, God damn! I was
They're
like,
good.
I was like, damn, these guys are really good. Like, you know, it's been great. Like we've had such a good time with all of them, and it's been amazing to meet so many like great musicians in the States. The caliber of musicians here is insane. It's really inspiring to see. It doesn't matter where we've been in the country, like everyone is being like top of their game, which is awesome. Um, it really just makes us appreciate being here and enjoying our time in the States. So unfortunately, we don't get to see as much as we would like to because it's 47 shows in 55 days, but we're making the most of it.
Whoa. Yeah, you're
Yeah, so
making the most of it.
47 and 55 days is quite a lot, but it's a good time. We're feeling fresh still.
That's the way to do it.
I
I
don't know
mean,
how we'll be feeling after that Chicago to Arizona drive, but we can check in.
that's going to be great, though. I mean, it'll be beautiful to drive there, and it'll be a
Yeah,
nice, maybe,
we're gonna get to see a lot of the country, which is awesome.
yeah, that's really
Yeah,
cool. Excited for it. Have you played Flagstaff before or Arizona before?
No, we've played in Arizona, we've played in Tucson, and we've played in
Cool.
Phoenix as well. We're
Cool.
going back to Phoenix as well. We're supporting Pigeons playing ping pong in Flagstaff, so that's going to be awesome. And we got a little
Nice.
headline show, and then we're joining them for their West Coast run, which will be really cool.
Oh,
It'll be
really?
it'll be our third time in the West Coast, which is awesome. Excited for
Nice.
that. But no, it's really been like it's just been an awesome tour. Like we're having a ball. Like the RV is good fun. It's not being too cold. It's being cold, don't get me wrong,
It's
but
been
like
cold, yeah.
in Texas, we started the tour like in the south, and it was so warm. We were like, damn. And then we were chilling on the beach in
Oh, yeah.
Galveston. We didn't go in the
Ooh,
sea, but we were on the beach. It was great. It was very warm.
nice.
Like it was a good start to the tour, and then it just got progressively colder.
Yeah. Get to the Midwest and you're like, oh boy. So what
Yeah.
day of the tour is it right now? If you had to
We're
guess.
it's like a month and six.
Okay.
Hold on. What's the date today? Yeah, a month and 6 days on the money.
Wow. Oh, on the
Yeah,
money. Look at that.
on
Okay.
the money. There we go.
Sweet.
So we're doing pretty well considering it's been like 5 weeks on the road pretty
Yeah,
much. Yeah,
100%.
I feel like we're feeling pretty good. We've been taking good care of ourselves, you know. We had a lot of people message us and be like, please take care of yourselves. And I think we've done a good job of that. I think that's
Good.
very important. If you're like a touring band listening to this, please take care of yourself. Like,
It's true.
have fun and whatnot, but just like, just chill out on the beers. Just chill
Yeah,
out. I'm not
right.
saying you have to stop. We don't drink when we're on the road, but like just we don't drink like ever.
Really?
Really, nah, like we're just not
That's
big
great.
drinkers.
Yeah.
We're kind of, we might have one to like celebrate, and I just mean like
Yeah.
one. We're not those guys like, yeah, we'll go for one beer, and it ends up being like 100. But
Right.
like,
See, that's why I thought your
but
cheeks were rosy. I thought you were having a drink.
no, that's me. I get sunburned really bad,
I
like
love
very
it.
easy. I got burned as a
Yeah.
kid, so I just get red
Oh.
ass cheeks as soon as it's fall.
I get it too. I get you.
I just
Well,
like
that's good advice though. It's true. It keeps you present
telling
in the
you.
moment and, enjoying
Not
it.
having a beer a day keeps the doctor away.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna
That's
say.
true. An apple and not having a beer day, you're doing real
Yeah,
good.
that's a lethal combo right there. At least one piece of fruit and not having a beer is where it's at. I know that's very un-Scottish and un-American of me, but if you're a
No,
touring
it's
band,
good.
trust me, it catches up on you way faster than you think.
It
It does.
does. It does. How old
It,
are you
it
guys? You look young.
I'm 25. Calvin
Oh,
is 22, or a drummer, and Ollie, our bass player, is 33 or 34. Ollie, 34.
nice. You guys are
Hey
still young
man,
men.
still young grasshoppers. Still young
Yes, and
grasshoppers.
smart. That's really smart. I mean, a lot of times in your early
We're
20s
behaving
is when you,
ourselves. We're
yeah, you
behaving
might
ourselves, you
might
know.
not. So I'm
We
proud of you.
we've all seen that James Brown interview. So let's just
Let's just go there. Like, yeah, no, we don't want to do that.
after that, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just behave myself.
Sure thing. Good idea. Way
I'm a big
to
James Brown fan, honestly. Oh, I love the man.
I
I
could
love him.
I could tell that. We heard your chameleon cover, which was really cool. Um,
Oh,
I, I had somebody walk in here and I was like, I'm getting prepped for this interview. This band, High Fade, he's in a progressive rock band. He goes, oh, I know
sick.
them. They do a sick cover of Chameleon. And I'm like, what? This guy
Yeah.
like comes in and tells me this. It was perfect. So yeah,
It's
what?
funny. It's funny seeing people like that love that version. They're like, shit, I was what like just sped it up. And we were like, damn,
Exactly.
we're gonna go crazy on it. And it's kind of funny. We played that for ages. Like that cover has been in the band for like, I don't know, since like it started of just playing it fast. And
I bet.
it was one of those. I think like over time, it's just progressed and got faster and faster and fast. I think the last night was genuinely the fastest we've ever played it
Oh,
in
really?
Columbus, Ohio. Oh yeah, it was ridiculous. I'm gonna share the video and be like, I'm not gonna lie, even I was struggling to keep up. I was like,
I bet.
damn. I turned around to Calvin. And I was like, Calvin, what are you doing to us?
It's getting you hard. Oh, I
Like
love it.
I already started it way too fast, and then it got even faster. It was like, oh no, oh
It's like
no, my
what?
hand almost flew off. It just
Yeah. How do you keep up?
yeah.
You just go. I love it.
You just got to do it. You just got to breathe and hope for the best.
And not drink beer because you'll be in it. You'll
Pretty
make it work.
much,
Yeah. I love it.
pretty much.
I love
that
it.
that lack of beer really managed to save me last night.
I bet. I bet. Well, that's awesome. I'm super excited for you guys. I mean, 2 nights here in Chicago. We got just a few tickets remaining for the late show, which
Yeah,
is this Saturday, the 8th, so 2 days away to you getting your
and
pizza
Martyrs is gonna
at
be.
Martyrs.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I can eat pizza before the
I was
show.
gonna say, do
That
you eat
might.
it before? Yeah, maybe
Nah,
after.
no way.
I'd be asleep.
If I had a deep dish pizza before the show, you wouldn't be able to get me off the couch in the green room. You'd
It
have
would
to
be the
wheel me out
slowest
there.
chameleon you ever heard.
Oh yeah, it'd be so slow. Everyone would be like, "Can't believe I bought a ticket for this, damn."
It's the pizza man. No wonder why we're sluggish around here. That's funny. At Martyrs, and you guys have played Martyrs before. I'm guessing you love it just as much as I do.
No, this is their first time at Martyrs. First time
Oh, this is
there.
your first
Yeah,
time. Okay,
first
cool.
time. Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna love
We're
it.
we had a great time, and both times we've been in Chicago, we've had a wicked time. The crowds have always been like so full of beans,
Oh,
and
cool.
I I think Chicago's special to us. Apart from the time the Beam was closed, and we really wanted to go and see the Beam, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
closed. I was very sad about that. That was Ollie just waving bye to me as he enters the Planet Fitness.
Oh, nice. He's like, I'm getting my shower on. You're
Yeah,
next.
yes, Chicago. I'm calling you from outside the Planet Fitness in Indianapolis. There you go.
Yes.
It's
What?
this is rock and roll, baby.
That is rock and roll. That is actually the way to go. I've thought about that. I'm like, if people need a shower, like people in LA when the fires were going, it was like they were offering free showers to people because, that's
Yeah,
just a great way to be able to get a
but
shower on the road.
without Planet Fitness, and this isn't even a plug, we probably wouldn't be able to like tour, or we'd at least be very stinky on tour.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Well, you're gonna love Martyrs. It's one of the best clubs in the city. It's intimate,
Oh,
it's cool. It's ran by
amazing.
this amazing family. The entire family works there, from
Oh,
dad,
yeah, there
mom,
we
the
go.
kids, all their friends. It's really cool.
That's what I'm talking about. I love those kind of spots. You know, a good old mom and pop venue is where it's at. Like, they just look after you as well. They just know what you need on the day. It's great. I love playing places like that. I love playing clubs. Me and the boys love club shows. Back home, there's a lot of festivals and stuff we're doing this summer. And we've got a few club shows, but I'm glad we're doing a lot of clubs here in the States. It's great. We got a few festivals in the works too, but can't tell anyone that
Yeah,
live
not
live
not
on air. It's
announced.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all right.
It's fine. I didn't say anything.
We
Just
got
said
some good ones though. But
good.
I'm just me and the guys are honestly just so buzzed that people are enjoying it, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I know the crowds are having a good time, but I can guarantee you we're having like an even better time on the stage. We have so much fun playing. And some of the stuff that people shout from the crowds or just people do is so funny. Like, I'll give them
Good.
that. Some of the people in our crowds should be comedians because the whole my, all the
What are they
time.
saying? What are they saying to you?
I can't repeat some of that on air.
Oh, I'm
It's
sure.
just,
I'm sure. Hey, way to be smart. See, I like that. Yeah, no,
uh,
you'll have to go to Martyrs
you
this
have to
weekend
go to a show if you want to hear
if
that.
you want to see it.
Chicago,
Yeah.
bring your best heckles. You need to make me fold on stage. You gotta do some research and just call one of us out on something like really out of pocket.
Yes.
Just do it. It'll be hilarious. You
I
know.
love that you welcome that. That's great.
Yeah, it's a good time, I think that like if you come to a show, audience participation is probably one of like my biggest things. I love doing it. I love when a crowd is super interactive and they're just up for having some fun. Like no one cares when you're at the show. No one can do what you want, dance, jump around, have a good time. Like that's what we're there for. We're there for the same thing. I know there's like cameras and stuff, but like they're only going to see the back of your head anyway. Like it's fine.
True.
I have to show my face to you guys, and sometimes there's hundreds or thousands of you there, and you're like, damn, okay, I hope I don't look too rough today. So don't care. You come onto the show and just dance and have a good time, jump around like crazy. Like
Yeah, let it out.
we played in Detroit the other night, and I swear we weren't even like a one bar through the song, and they were just going nuts. We were like, okay, cool. And it's just in this sweaty little club. The sound
Yeah.
check was horrendous. You know, but the gig was good. Yeah, the gig was amazing, but like the sound check sucked so bad.
You're like, this is not going to be good. And then it turned out good.
I was like, I can't hear a thing on this.
Oof.
And then once everyone was in, I was like, oh, it actually sounds kind of good now. What's going on?
You
But
need the body
you know,
sometimes to, to get in there.
we need the bodies, we need the sardines in the can, and we're
Yeah.
ready to rock. But no,
That's
it's
awesome.
I'm very excited to come back to Chicago. We have a great time. Chicago's where we landed first when we ever came to America. Chicago was the first city we ever seen. And
Wow.
we go, we're
Cool.
fresh off the plane, we got a taxi to the RV, parked the RV. Um, I can't say this on there. I mean, I can give you an abbreviation of it, a clean version. But
Yes.
we basically got in the RV. Jack was still very fresh to driving this RV, and a lovely gentleman decided to cut us up in our RV coming around the corner, almost crashed into the RV, and then decided to blame us. Put his window down, and I was like, "We're gonna die. We're gonna die. He's probably gonna shoot us." And
Oh
then
gosh.
proceeded to shout, "You're in Chicago now," and you can imagine the
What?
rest.
No. That's how you started your
That's yeah,
your
it was a great
American
time.
welcome.
And
Wow.
Jack was like this, had his hands up yeah, off the wheel. It was like, well, I'm sorry.
You're in Chicago now. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
wow.
And you can fill in the blank with some
Yeah.
I don't know, some profanity of choice, pretty much.
Yes. Yes. I can think of a few
Yeah,
things they might have said.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a good time though. It was hilarious. I was like, oh, I just put my hand on my face and was just like, we're gonna die. This is it.
This is it.
We didn't even get out of Chicago.
We
It was
can't
great
even
though.
like do one
Yeah,
show. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, we don't even play a show for like 3 days. We're just supposed to be chilling. It was a good time though. It was funny. But then all the Chicago people are great and we had a wicked time. I think that was it
Good.
just made it so funny that we were like, damn, the first person we've made like contact with in the States, and it was just a hilarious moment. And then we
Watch
actually got
out.
in. We went for a walk into Chicago, and everyone was really cool. We went to Lou Malnati's straight off the rip. That was the first place we ever. That was the first
Wow.
meal we had in America. Was a deep dish pizza.
Yes. That's the way it should
Yeah,
be. Yeah, that's the way it should
it
be.
was great. I was like, give me all that cheese. Just go for it.
Just let it
It's.
rip. Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. I'll give them that. Some guy messaged us and was like, "This is the place you have to go." Our
Yeah,
DMs are always open. Messages. If you know a good food spot or you want to hang out before the show, just hit us up on the DM. We'll try our best to get back to you. I try. I do
that's
all the social
nice.
media, so I just sitting there scanning it, being like, "Yo, some guy wants to meet us for lunch. All right, cool. We'll be there." Like,
I love that.
you know,
That's audience
it just
participation right there. That's really cool to hang with
no,
the
we
fans.
love that. We love
Yeah,
hanging out with the fans. I love when people show up early or they want to, sometimes like if we can, if people are there early, we'll be like, just come hang out at the sound check, man. Like do your thing. Like,
nice.
or we'll at least grab a coffee or something. I should just post our coffee order on like
Yeah,
the page. Like
we'll need one when we get there.
if you pull up with this, you can come watch the sound check.
Make sure it's up from a good, reputable spot, and I need three
Yeah.
creams, no sugar. Well, a little sugar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, meet all your flat white kind of guys.
Okay.
None of this. We like that bougie stuff. It's weird though. Flat whites here are huge. Back home, they're like tiny. This is a coffee
Okay.
cup for reference, okay?
Yeah.
And like, I know it's the size of my face, but that's just America. But like a flat white is usually about this big,
Yeah, half of that.
and it's got like one and a half, maybe two shots in it. Whereas
Yeah.
here, they just give you a liter of coffee. It doesn't matter what you
Yeah.
ask for. You just get a liter of coffee, and you're like, all right, cool. Right.
Great. Flat
You
white.
know,
That's it. Yeah.
they're keeping us caffeinated and hydrated on this road. I can tell you that.
That's what it's supposed to be. There you go. Straight from
Oh
Love's,
yeah,
like truck
straight up.
stop. Love
Oh
it.
yeah, straight from the source.
The source. That's where the coffee comes from in America, from the gas stations.
Oh yeah. Oh, good old. We love a Loves as well. Planet Fitness and Loves. That is the high fade touring entity right there. I took a
That's how you
photo
get
earlier
by.
on. I took a photo earlier on. There was the RV, a huge American flag, a Planet Fitness logo in the background, and a Love's logo. And I was like, that is America for us. That is that is the American tour in a photo and they were all right
Yep.
next to each other. It was like just a
I bet you're
perfect
like, I
moment.
have to get this. Yeah, exactly. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I was having a cigarette. I just looked up and it was like, this is literally the entire tour in one spot right now. You know, it's
Yeah.
great.
I love it.
What is your favorite record from that collection that you've got there right behind you? If
Oh
you were gonna
my
pluck something,
gosh.
if I was sitting next to you and you were gonna be like, I'm gonna play you a record, what would you choose?
Oh my gosh. There's so many different things. I would have to say there's a Chick Corea record in here that I really, really like.
Oh,
Um, Weather Report, any of those type of bands. There's so much here. Every day, like honestly, we were taught just to come here and just pick stuff randomly. What looks cool today? Like as long as it's not crossed off for profanity, play it, have a great time, you know? So
that's that's great.
yeah,
Oh, I love Chick, big fan of Chick Corea. I love Weather Report as well. I love
totally.
all the Weather Report live stuff. There's this one version of Teen Town that I thought, like, I think that was inspired High Fade, actually. Like, now that I think about it, there's a live
Really?
version of Teen Town that is super fast. Like, it's like basically they're playing it like you can tell the drummer is not struggling, but you can tell he's like,
Yeah.
damn, this is fast. And then, and then there's a Earth, Wind, and Fire record, live in Rio.
Okay, I'm
That
writing it down.
Live in Rio, telling you right now, if you want to check that out, it's just amazing. The whole thing,
Yes.
front to back, it sounds good, it looks good, it feels good.
I love it. I got to catch Earth, Wind,
It's
and Fire in Milwaukee recently, and it was still so amazing. Super
I'm so
cool.
jealous. I wanna see them so badly because I just
I,
know that I've not seen them yet, and they're probably one of my favorite bands. Them and James Brown are like,
yes.
they're my like heroes. Then and Prince as well. I'm a big Prince fan. And then I got all my classic rock stuff as well: Led Zeppelin, Free, Humble
Oh yeah.
Pie, that kind
Oh
of
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
And then
And
what's the
then
like the harder stuff that you like?
I mean, I love like Meshuggah and
Oh
like
yeah.
a lot of like gent and like really mad prog stuff. Like there's this one back called like Vilda Jara that like
Ooh.
everyone else in the band is like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, I dig it. Me and Calvin have this one song we play every night. It's called IED by Spite, and it's just it's obscene.
I love
If
it.
if the breakdown makes me audibly laugh, that's how you know it's really good. If it comes in and I just start laughing because it's that disgusting,
I love
it's
that.
another one as well. I don't know if it's a band or like a producer thing. Uh, we got shown this in France, and it's the craziest stuff I've heard in a long time. It was the first time I've audibly laughed from excitement of hearing a band. It's called Igor with three R's, Igorrr. Oh, it's a trip. It's just crazy. It's just crazy though. I don't think I've ever had someone put something on and I'm like, yeah, we can be friends.
I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, like I
And
love
like
that you say it makes you
instantly,
laugh.
like it makes me laugh. That's how I just respond to something so disgustingly heavy. I don't even headbang. I just start laughing. I'm like,
I've done that before. I look around and there's nobody around, and I'm just cracking up. Like,
yeah.
is this real?
So I'm
This is
like,
all.
you hear it, even if there's no one there. I'm like, you hear
Yeah.
this.
Does anybody hear this? This is freaking great. Oh
Just
man.
being myself, being like, I'm glad I've got two ears and not just one.
Absolutely, 100%. You're so great. You've been an amazing, amazing interview today. Thank you so much, Harry. You're a gem.
Thank you for having me. I've had a great time. This has been wicked.
I'm so
I'll
glad. I
make
hope it
sure.
hypes you up.
Oh yeah, I'm fired up for the show now. I'll make sure I
Yeah.
bring you a record in Chicago as well.
Oh, that would be
And
amazing.
and if you're bringing any friends, let us know. We'll get them hooked up.
Oh,
We'll
you're so
sort it out.
sweet. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. It's my dad's birthday that day, so I don't know if I can make it, but if you give it to those guys at
Yeah.
Martyrs, Papa Bear, yeah, if you give it to the guys at
I'll
Martyrs, I'll make sure I bring it and I'll play it for you guys.
I'll leave one there. Don't worry about that.
Oh,
Perfect.
you're so
All right.
sweet. Well, thank you so much. You guys have fun. Have a great shower. I know you're at Planet Fitness and and a
Up
smoke and a
next.
coffee and relax, you know?
Appreciate it. All right.
Thanks, dude.
Big
Have a
love.
great
I'll see
day.
you soon. Bye,
See you
Chicago. See
soon.
ya.
Bye. It's
Bye.
WZRD Chicago 88.3
Let's
FM.
go.
The
Yeah.
Wizard. Chicago's home for freeform since 1974. Thanks, Harry. Oh man, what a fun time. He's awesome. And we are tuned into the Wizard. Super excited about two shows at Martyrs, two shows this weekend, the 8th. Their first time playing there, which is going to be great. The first show is totally sold out, but the second show still has a couple tickets remaining. I mean, just from the way this guy spoke to us and how much fun we just had together, laughing the entire time, I think that would be worth checking out. So I definitely want you guys to go. I wish I could be there, but I can't. So go take my space and go see it. Go see the show, the 8th of March. Coming up just 2 days from now, you can see this amazing band from all the way from Scotland and England. This trio. He just named off some amazing music that he loves. If he's inspired by that, you know they're coming in hot. So thanks again to our friend Harry and to everyone who set that up, Brendan from Martyrs, and their management team, Simon and Simon. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure and an honor. It's WZRD.